Hello, Freaky Frighteners. You got the Brewster here with an episode of Mental Health Victims We Are Not. Today we're talking about reaching out because a couple of my friends, I won't give away names or situations because that's their business, but have been going through it and I didn't find out until it gotten too bad. Now, don't worry, nothing like serious, just kind of one of those things of you really shouldn't have done that kind of thing. So, I kind of want to just talk about, reaching out and stuff and why it's important and whatnot. So, I get it. I can be a stubborn bastard too. It's hard to reach out because you don't want to bother anybody. You don't want to. You worry that the person you're reaching out to is, covert, narcissist, toxic, secretly toxic, however you want to word it, whatever, or they're going to use that stuff against you. I totally get it. But if you're that worried about it, that's why I put that number at the end of every video, the crisis hotline number, because it's anonymous. You get a different person every time, and that's kind of their job, is to listen to you call over and over again, for lack of a better way to put it. In the sense of you do have people that you know are legit, like people you know for like 20 years or something like that, then don't be afraid to reach out to them. We're your friends for a reason, dude. I actually, in July, what are we in, August now? In July, I actually had to reach out to a couple of them, Mike Loud and Mike Fink. I had to reach out to them, and tell them, like, it's accountability check-in, man. I'm just having going through it, and I want to just go back to some old habits, do some really stupid shit, and I'm like telling you this because I don't want to go through that. I don't want to have to lie to you tomorrow. So, I did, and I made it through there. I went to, just did alternate plans, kept busy or whatnot, but, and I hated having to be the one to text them to them. It was very difficult to send that text message or messages because there's about 5 or 6 people I messaged. Because if I only text one person and I screw up, it's going to be easy for me to lie to that one person because it's just one. But if you have people continuously, like 5 or 6 of them checking on you, your brain will start to, your mood will start to get irritable because you're hiding something and you're not feeling well because, the night before, that kind of shit, or you're hungover. So I always tell like 5 or 6 people, and I'll tell you, I don't get the irritated vibe from each time. Like sending that text message, yes, it's very like, you don't want to do it and you don't want to bother them, you don't want to admit it, I get it. But after I hit send and they respond, it's always very supportive. It's like, no, I'm glad you reached out, man. Do you need anything, whatever? And I'm like, no, I just needed to say this and I'm good. I get the stubbornness of we all want to be independent, handle it on our own. We can handle it and stuff, but a lot of times you can't. It doesn't mean you're weak. It doesn't mean you're a pussy. It just means that, it's a moment where these demons got the better of us. They're always going to be there, positive and negative. Devil and angel on your shoulder. They're always going to be there. You just have to remember which one do you want to give the voice to. They're never going to go. I actually did a reel on my Facebook not too long ago. And I snap away the demon side or whatever, and it doesn't signify that it's gone forever because I'm always going to fight this. I've had depression since I was a kid, and I'm always going to have the urge to want to go back and just live it up old school and whatnot. But it's going to be a continuous fight. But it's easier to want to do that shit. I get it. Just say screw and give up, but it's not worth it because we fantasize about the fun parts about doing stupid shit. We forget and block out, whatever you want to put it, the aftermath, how you feel afterwards, the next day, the regret, the guilt, the being down on yourself, So you got to focus on that. And for the love of God, reach out. I can't stress that enough. If not to me, if not to your close friends and family, call that number. It's anonymous. You don't have to give your real name. Just they'll give you tips and stuff. I mean, you can't give up and let those things win. You really cannot, because that's what they want. And then if you give in to toxic people, demons, however you want to put it, they're laughing at you, man. The next day when you've done something stupid, you caved in, you let them win or whatever, they're laughing at you because they fucked your life up and you helped them do it. And I'm not trying to, my friends who are watching this, who are with us, I'm not dogging you guys. We've talked about this. I love you to pieces and I'm still here for you, but I'm just giving you the cold hard truth, man. When you cave like that stuff and you don't reach out, you're giving those things more power, which is what they want. And you got to think about it that way. Like, at the very least, I'm not letting those fuckers win. If they're gonna try and corrupt me, they're gonna work for it. They can keep working all they want, but they're not going to. So it's tough, man. But force yourself to do it. At least have a pre-typed out message and start the effort. Like, even on a good day, type something out just in case. And copy and paste it into like a notepad app and save it for later, so that way you don't have to do the work of typing it out. It's already ready to go. You just have to make the effort of finding that person. Because I get it. All the time, every time I send those text messages or call, reach out, it's, I'm bothering this person again or whatever. And it's like, if they don't say anything, I get it, but you got to do it. You can't call, if not for again, I'm broken record parrot here, because I've got people I've had to let go of because of that. They let the demons win. They didn't want to reach out, and they took the the pussy way out. I'm sorry. I'm not talking about my current friends. I'm talking ones I cut loose. They took the coward's way out, and they listened to the toxic people, the demons, and we don't talk anymore because of it, And I don't think they're doing too well these days, but there's nothing I can do about it because they didn't want to reach out. You can't force someone to help you. You have to do the work yourself, And a lot of this, I think another part of it is myself included, is, you realize that you do have to do the work. You can't rely on people to fix you, but you can rely on people to, boost you up. If you have to get on top of a shelf, but you can't reach it, but you got to do it yourself, you can have a friend help hoist you up, You're still doing the work. They're just giving you a hand. Because you get a lot of people out there like, oh, I'm the only one who can bring me, It's like, dude, no, you're not. You're just looking for attention. You're trying to look for a fucking easy way out. And, we all need help sometimes, myself included. I don't talk about it much on my usual antics on Facebook because it's supposed to be humor, lighten the mood and stuff like that. But I break character for this kind of stuff, and I go through it. I've had to ask for help a couple times in July. Nothing serious. I didn't cave. I didn't do anything. I was just having a rough day at work, and past stuff was kind of getting at me, and I just really just wanted to just let it go, just one last time, and it's like, because I can stop when I want to, and it's like, no, that's why I'm not doing it one last time, because my brain will take over, that shit will take over, and I'll be like, well, I can stop whenever I want, so I'll stop next week, and next week, and next week, and next week, and next thing you know, I'm not posting anymore. My Brew Army folks, Josh and Megan, aren't hearing from me. My friends and family aren't hearing from me. Mr. Beans is not getting fed, and I'm missing out on these opportunities I've been doing as of late, and the plans I got coming up, and it's not worth it. It sucks, because it feels like out of 7 days a week, it feels like you get 1 hour of decent time, and I understand it, but if you keep working at it, man, that 1 hour becomes an hour and a half, 2 hours, and it's going to be a continuous battle, but that's what makes us badass bitches, dude. We don't give up. We don't let our lives be ruined by some toxic fuckers who just want to see us screw up because they're miserable. Because a lot of times people like that will just see how well you got it. I told someone last night, actually, I was up at Goth Night, and we were having a talk about that. And it's like the old saying, the inferior will always try to bring down the superior. So whenever you see someone who doesn't have their shit together and they're talking shit on you, and it's like, who the fuck are you to tell me what I'm doing, And it's a win for them, man. It's, if they make you piss your entire life away, whether they stick around you or not, they're still laughing at you because they got you. And I sure as shit am not going to let anyone do that to me, and you shouldn't either. It's what we're here for, man. The horror community has your back. You're not alone. That's why I do these videos and feel embarrassed afterwards because it's sensitive, serious topics, and anyone who knows me in person knows that far from that on the daily. So just reach out, man. As long as you're doing the work, myself and the genuine people that are going to stick by you 24/7, friends till the end. Because it's just like, even if it's just one step a week, as long as you're continuously putting that effort and not sliding back, we got you. So it's it, man. I hope this helps. I hope this maybe gives you the encouragement to do so and reach out. I really hope you do. And, you're not alone. Keep kicking ass, chewing bubblegum, and stay cool, Freaky Frighteners.
Always said that you want to live forever.